Welcome back everyone to the preview series on Shadow Empire. We're still in the beta here. This is episode number 9. 999. I've decided we're going to do one more thing before we end this turn, and that's raise more artillery, because artillery is amazing. we should always have artillery, always and forever. So this is going to take quite a bit of industrial points, but I'm going to do it because I'm looking at a lot of ammunition as well. But I think it's worth it because it's going to help us win this rebellion, and I frankly I just love having artillery, and I think it's very effective in this game, in Shadow Empire. Mostly I base that on the fact how very effective it is in Advanced Tactics Gold, the predecessor. Anyway, so not much more we want to do for this turn. We'll probably I don't want to retreat anyone out of this area because I don't want to lose these valuable hexes, which have, a lot of resources and stuff. So we're just going to close in on the troops down here. We're going to leave 2 troops to guard the border against the very aggressive Whiteland forces. But we're still going to be able to get some bombardment in. So I'm going to put this unit here. And I think I'm going to stack this unit here, move this one over here. What I'm trying to do is eventually surround it so that if it has no hexes to retreat to, any kind of victory is a total victory, which is great. The only other forces I have in here that I could move out are my headquarters. Don't really want to defend against that, especially in the open. So the only thing left is to do a ranged attack, the typical thing. I highly doubt this is going to be very effective, but hey, they got a lot of units in there. Maybe we'll get lucky. Recon is only 54, so probably not even high enough to really do anything. We didn't land any hits, so that was a very unproductive bombardment, unfortunately. We'll keep these guys pinned here. Hopefully they just stay. As soon as we eliminate these 2 units, we'll be in really good shape. I don't want to leave the artillery alone. Yeah, we'll wait one more turn, and then we'll surround this guy and do the attack. Okay, so without further ado, I don't think there's anything, I didn't check, but I don't think there's anything else we want to do from this side of things. Attack, which will decrease my defense, take away our entrenchment. I don't think that's a good idea. This will decrease our attack, so that's not good, and this will decrease both to give us experience growth. This is only for a headquarters that we have, so this can only apply to the core. It doesn't apply to all the militia. With our plenty of points, we could get this gladiator. Why don't we think about doing that? Because we have plenty of points right now. So this will upgrade the arena that we have. I assume, well, it looks like we're not. There we go. Not in my zone, so now we are. Let's take a look at the assets we have. Do we have any? Oh, I missed our. There it is. There's our city. Get just our city and just this stuff so we can see what do we have. We have casino. Arena. No arena. Oh, they have a waste center of some kind. Waste disposal service. That's nice. It looks like we've been pretty good to our private economy. They seem to be flourishing. So why not give them an arena as well? Well, I mean, one of the reasons why we might not want to do that is because we might want to save this for when we have a second zone, a second city that we can start pampering. Gladiators, the arena is going to give quality of life entertainment, which is good for a new city when it's having some unrest. So, that said, I guess I won't do anything with that, and I think we're just going to end the turn. I need to get back into the flow of this one. We grazed that 1 unit, that's all good, and now let's see what the reaction is. And hey, this is the first time in a long time we've managed to finish a turn in under 5 minutes from the beginning of the video. I don't know what kind of sign that means, but no, don't take my library. I cannot defend all the sides. I really wish these guys would just stop. Just stop it. Alright, we're still under research bonus. We got now developed cluster bombs. That sounds very cool. Might be better for artillery. We've completed our tank model. It's called the Crusader. We got another Sent Spy. Alright, so how are we going to do this turn? Considering that, yeah, these guys are completely out of supply. This unit is actually going to start losing readiness now because it's actually dropping. So what I'm going to do is cycle these two units. I'm going to swap them. So this one's going to go here. This guy's going to go all the way into the wasteland over here. Good luck to him, basically. Hopefully we can clear this unit out very quickly. So the question is, this unit can move here and this unit can move here. So the real question is, how much damage can we get done with our ranged attack? Recon right now is 158. That is pretty good. So we should be actually engaging things. That's a good start. Getting some units off. Another one, another one. And landing a lot of hits. Look at all these hits. So this artillery is just far better than our militia one. So they went from 90 readiness down to 43. It did also lower their entrenchment a little bit, but it wasn't that. They weren't very entrenched to begin with, so I don't know if we can attack them yet. It's just one of those sad things that defense is just so heavily weighted in this game. It seems like it could be a very brutal for us to actually try this attack so far. By the way, are you missing units at all? 1,000. No, sorry, flash troops. Huh, 2,700. 2,700 times 5. Okay, yeah, that's the number. Yeah, 27. So they actually have their full allotment now. And geez, they do have a lot of grunts, the old ones, that are very experienced. Huh. So it's kind of interesting that this is now actually, they've gone to a 3-to-1 ratio instead of a 4-to-1, which we saw previously. Was it 4-to-1? It was 8-to-2. It was 4-to-1, yeah. They went from 4-to-1 to 3-to-1. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what I think about that. With this unit's readiness at 54, there's two things we could do. We could just, I probably am going to do this, I could go bring in, it's already been attacked artillery-wise, but I could bring in the other artillery, try to finish them off. Or I could just hope, let's see, what's the recon on this hex? 56, pretty low. If I go down here, I could just do this attack, eliminate him, and then my corps can start moving north. In fact, I can leave this guy out of it since he can't do the attack. And then we can get our artillery up here. Let's just do it piecewise. Let's do this. Swap. We'll do the attack. I know that one of those has already done its thing. Still landed one hit. I think that's a bug. We actually killed a unit. This is good. I think this is what we wanted to do. Yeah, their readiness is now down to 24. What's more, we actually killed one of the units. They don't have that many units, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the attack. Now there's a trade-off here. We can surround them. If we can surround them, which we can do, it's going to take half of our action points away to do this, but we don't want them to come back and fight. So 3.7, 8, 10, ooh, 6. Huh. So let's try to use the least. So these two are obviously going to be very good, and then this is 10-to-1. 7 is 10-to-1. 10 is 10-to-1. Okay. 10. 6. Well, who do we want to include then? If we do these two, then I guess it just frankly does not matter. I'm going to not include this one because he can actually move north then. So we'll do this attack at 10-to-1. 10-to-1 is not great odds, but alright. Let's do it. Oh my god, it's crazy. What's going on? So this is why I kind of like the textual view. Oh, holy cow. I guess the recon being, what, 400? I don't think that's right. I don't think the recon, I think the recon's only 400 when you're in the battle itself or something. Anyways, we lost one unit, which is, by all means, if I knew that it could be like this, then I would have been, yeah, I would not have hesitated even for a split second, to do the attack. This is perfect. So this was a very good maneuver. This unit, as I mentioned, is still going to be able to move up. That one is going to be able to move up just because he did the attack. So it wouldn't have been that beneficial for this unit to move northwest. That's why I had him stay out of the attack so he can just move north. Neither of these units really need to move. They're probably better off where they are. In fact, this guy moving here, it's just 6 one way, half dozen the other. I'm not going to move him just in case that does lower his readiness. I don't think it will. And the good news is now this unit can move forward. So we'll continue our bombardment here. Okay, we will do that, but let me just make sure there's nobody else that we can bring into the picture. Yeah, I think there's nobody. I don't think there's anybody else we can bring into the picture. This poor guy. Okay, we can swap these two. It's a little bit weird, but we're just gonna get this unit to be resupplied, and these won't. But now they're protecting that territory. They're losing their entrenchment when we're doing these swaps, but well, that's just the unfortunate truth of it. I'm going to move this unit here just in case it doesn't allow us to do any better. I think it will actually allow better supply to flow up to the northeast. And yeah, so next turn we'll get the artillery. Both of these artillery will be able to move 1, 2, 3. So what is the road hexes? Dirt roads are wheel is 10. Yeah, so you can see it's like right about here. AP cost on the, and then road on the bottom section. Road is the column we're looking at because we have a road. We're traveling along it. So the wheeled cost goes down from 15 if there's no road to 10. And notice that infantry don't move any better with a dirt road than they do in the plains. And you know, choose to feel that that's fair or not as you wish. So decisions. Let's look at our decisions. A new model. Time for new models. Okay, well, anti-tank guns, I don't think we need those yet. Mechanized artillery, I mean, this is basically what I already am using, but let's go ahead and develop this. Should we make it like an enormous gun? I'm thinking 150 millimeter. Before I do this, let me just take a look at what my old artillery is. This one was using 150. Okay, so it was already using 150. And I don't find it like overly effective. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. Let's do 350. And minimal armor plating. Okay, minimal armor plating would be 35. And fuel will be 400. We can use a heavy diesel. Okay, this is actually great. We can use a heavy diesel engine. So we have engine power of 400. Knowing that, 350 plus, oof. Yeah, we have to use. I think we have to use the minimum in order to make this effective. Wow, it's just so expensive. It's so expensive. It goes 4 times the armor strength, I know, but it's cheaper to do this too. I think we're going to build them like this. We can always rebuild them later in a different manner. So let's do this. Let's give them the heavy diesels, and let's see how that model turns out. Okay, so yeah, bombardment. Get it done, boys. Yeah, we don't have very good recon. You can see 63. Managed to hit one of their units, which is good. Every little bit counts. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Oh boy. Alright, well, I mean, I'm saying it's bad, but it's really not that bad. It's just, you know, could be better. And this is a learning campaign for us. My first preview series on the channel. Look at that. Administrative strain is down to 1%. Now that I know what it is, I know how to avoid it. That's all good. We'll look into constructing more assets. We are probably in need of... I don't think our power situation is bad. Yeah, we have 700 plus energy, which is not being used. We are plenty good on that. This is Industry 2. We need this. We are way overdue for this. And in fact, I'm just going to start it now. I don't see I can't see how we even went this far without getting that yet. I would love to get bureaucratic offices. We have the... We may not have the... No, I think we have everything we need for this. Well, I mean, I just spoke about how much power we have available, and now this is going to take pretty much 200 on its own. It's also going to take 100 and 200 for 4 rounds. Is that compatible with our industry building costs? Switch back to this. The high command is going to be finished next turn. Remind me, what are your construction costs? 750 and 125. 750 and 125. I think we're okay. If this is plus 262 and we're finishing up a project as well, we should have the ability to do that plus, I think, the bureaucratic office. Yeah, let's do it. Remind myself what demands we have just to get our BP production. Okay, well, we just satisfied that. That should be done within 7 rounds, and we should actually keep our promise for once. What do the people think about us? Hey, we actually have a solid word score, so I guess I've been keeping more promises as of late. Good, very good. Okay, well, gosh, I still feel like we're pulling this all together. Are there any other stratagems, like bad ones, that I want to do just to make everything really funny? Danger. Well, how angry are you guys? Well, not particularly happy. If I do something like this, I will need to play the other card for the arena. The gladiators. Shoot. We do have a lot of fate points, and it's a net gain to do this one-time hit radiation leak for, you know, to get this, which will, I don't even know if it'll have a +1 bonus, but oh, we already have really high danger, so probably I shouldn't create more danger then. Not quite yet. 4 to 40, and since it's 4 to 40 and the average should be something like 22, that means that I will get at least 30. Yeah, we'll wait on a turn for that. Good, but otherwise, man, I feel good. I feel like we're going to do this. I want to keep tracking the different formations that we have as well. So we're kind of bogging down on this turn. Let me make sure I push past soon enough. But orders of formation types. Here we go. So, yeah, we only have these formations. Did I get... I'm starting to muddle all that. Yeah, I don't even have the staff council yet. So we'll need that. When the new bureaucratic point production comes online, we'll add the next council. But for now, I think we'll just end our turn. We have plenty of construction to do. Ideally, with the strong defensive bonus, I mean, with the huge defender's advantage, we'd like for these rebels to attack us, but even if they don't, it's just a matter of time. We've seen how well these corps, like it's a division dealing with something like a battalion of rebels. It's just, it's a formal army too. It's not like we're fighting asymmetric warfare, which would be another thing all its own. So, okay, well, they did not attack. Getting that research bonus too. Volcanic energy tapping. I don't think that this is going to help us. I don't think that there's any volcanoes here. Okay, we discovered the medium tank. We got another blitzkrieg card. Alright, well, it's good. This one's green, this one's black, which is exactly the juggling. Wait, are you guys not... Are we not at war? What? What happened? Why are we suddenly at peace? Did I miss something? Okay. Huh. Why are we suddenly at peace? I don't know. It's not a peace I requested. Huh. So strange. So very strange. I mean, I'll take it. Just give me a moment to deal with these rebels, and then I'll be free to deal with you. Anyways, we're going to enact the plan as I already mentioned. Move these guys forward. We'll get everybody, including the militia to the north, to do the bombardment. Is this too much? Nope. Stack points. So I thought that the guns, number of guns is... No, this is just readiness. Yeah, so that's actually... We're not over our gun stack limit, which is good. Let's do a huge bombardment then. Oh man, we're just crushing them. Oh yeah, I love it. Oh, we killed another one. Oh, killed another one. Man, this is so powerful. I love artillery. I love artillery. Knocked them down from 100 readiness down to 29. Destroyed all their entrenchment. Beautiful. So, it shows 300, 200 here. We obviously know that this unit is much bigger than that. But, hey, and that's why it's a little deceptive to look at that readiness factor and say, hey, yeah, these guys are really, really weak. Well, actually, they aren't. So I'm going to move these guys, this one north, this one. Yeah, good. So we can get one there, so this guy moves north. We're going to completely surround them at this point. Move you here. Definitely want somebody to help defend their artillery. I'm going to move this one into the capital, so we have an option to go left or right as whatever we prefer. Move this one here. I don't think it's quite yet time to eliminate this unit. We'll take one more turn to do some really severe bombardment. And then we'll probably shift every force up north. Like this one will go here, this one will go here, because... Oh, never mind. We actually have some laser infantry ready to attack. That's actually going to change things pretty significantly. You can see that this unit by itself has 2.3 to 1 odds, which is probably not true, but if we were to do the attack, it says it would give us 7 to 1. We are not going to do that. Alright, yeah, you're going to have to live just one more turn without supply. Well, actually, with the peace being settled, does that mean we can back off? What are we getting out of this? It's research points, I think. Oh, 25 BP. Okay, we're going to sacrifice the 25 BP, potentially, to bring these units back. We'll deal with this western force eventually. We got to start, you know, cutting off, dividing and conquer. Dividing and conquering, to match my verb tense. And I guess this is straightforward. We kill this unit this turn, we move over here, probably 3 more turns, and then we get that one. Let's look at our decisions. Yes, we'll take your candidate. I don't mind having a bigger pool of candidates, and I don't mind it even more when it's appeasing one of the factions. Losing a lot of metal, this is mostly because we're doing the Industry 2, which takes 750 a turn. Permission for a personal guard. I always like getting the mind up, which we already do have the mind up quite a lot. Model design person doesn't like this as much, but advisor does, Supreme Headquarters does, or I could just allow it, which would give us autocracy, not something I'm a huge fan of. And it would, if we did that, it would actually start limiting our meritocracy. This would lower autocracy, which is what I'm more in favor of. This would give us heart, which I'm not a big fan of because that's, again, just going to limit our mind. I kind of like the very lopsided way we're doing things with meritocracy, government, and mind. I wouldn't mind commerce either. I don't mind commerce. I don't mind heart too much. I don't mind democracy or meritocracy. But there's some that I'm just generally more opposed to. So, in this case, we could make Dolly more... She would be a little bit happier with us if we allowed her to do this, but again, the fist would control us. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And this last one's going to piss off too many people, so we'll choose the mind. Drills for bureaucrats proposed. Okay. Ah, interesting. So this one seems like the best option. It's going to make model design person happy. Autocracy is going to drop by 3. Commerce will go up. Now this will actually start limiting our government. What's our profile looking like right now? We have government. We have not yet got workers' rights. Worker happiness bonus. So that's not super necessary. An opportunism, population happiness bonus. That seems very worth it. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. This is from who? Director of Economic Council? Hopefully he's not upset by this. Personal transfer, they want to give it the idea. Start. Okay, we'll do this one.
Roger that.
+1, +2, +3. I like this. Autocracy down, commerce up. Alright, that was the perfect result. Yeah, so we're all prepared for next turn. Economy's looking good. Oh man, I feel like we're getting into it. You know, we're really getting into the swing of things. Just double check that energy. Yeah, 700 saved, so we are okay. Minus 90, minus 950. Can we squeeze in? Here's the question. Can we squeeze in? What's your production? Oh. We somehow don't have the energy needed, even at max. I guess we need somehow to store more energy. Okay. There is technology for that. This is interesting. We don't need power plant now. I think we're going to need to get an applied science council then. Where is it? Metal soil filtration, applied engineering, mining techniques, no. Energy storage optimization, that's the one. Okay, well, it's time for us to get an applied science council then. So I wanted to get the staff one, but you know, we're going to be okay with artillery pairing up with our machine gun corps. It's a pretty good combination. Machine guns plus artillery. I mean, we're going back, harkening back to the World War I days. It's going to work. Works well. I mean, it worked well in World War II as well. If you don't have tanks, you can fake it with artillery and machine guns. Okay. What was I trying to do, though? Like, university would be good. No. There was something else I was trying to do. What am I going to do to affect the technology? So the fact that we need to limit our power means that we have to drop power usage down. So we just need to find the things which are using... Like, this is giving us almost 900 power. It's just really unfortunate that... Could it be a worker-related shortage? No, it definitely is not, because here it shows power. Let's look at all our zone. What's using power? You know, not a whole lot uses power. Oh, the food does. Oh. Okay, what if we cut you to 50%? We can always buy food. I know this is not ideal, but what's our food storage at? 3,200. And what's... Probably we can buy food like crazy right now. It's pretty cheap. Let's buy 400. Because it won't cost that much, and just we'll see how bad this situation is. I've been selling food is the funny thing, but now let's... So even if we lose 200 again, we should be fine. It might have been that we didn't need to... That this was might have been shipping out to people. Anyway, yeah, in which case, you know, once they're coming back in supply, hey, I didn't have food, now you can actually give me food, so please give me a lot of it to make up for all the stores I don't have. So it could be something, some effect like that, or the fact that we have more people in the army, more mouths to feed, literally. I don't know. So this is what I want to click on, assets, and I'm thinking that it requires how much energy? 28. So if we drop it to 1/3, that will be saving us. Well, let's just drop it to 50% and see what that gives us. And I don't think there's anything else we want to do this turn. Do we want to do any covert ops? One thing I guess I do want to start doing is start offering protection to Light State. Oh, we're at war. I forgot. Stupid me. We don't need to antagonize them. So we're at peace with the Minnows here, which is different. There's a third miner up there? What the heck? We're at war with these guys as well, so, you know. Okay, Whiteland. We're at peace with them, but I want to provoke them. So difficulty is 174. We're sure to fail this. We're going to offer them protection. And they refused. So their ratings were at like 24 or something like that. Ah, they're still at 26. I was hoping to fail so spectacularly that it would hurt my relations. Doesn't look like you can do that, unfortunately. That was my great plan. How's Pacifica holding up? It's actually gaining happiness now, so that means that these factors must be dropping pretty quickly. Alright, so end the turn, move on. Oh my. Started off good, 5-minute episode, then things dragged a little bit. So we'll probably finish this one off this next turn. I think this is going to be so much bombardment. Up, up, up. They invaded again. They invaded again. What the hell? Gas-powered small arms. Awesome. The B, so there's our mechanized. Civilization has risen to level 5, so we got Phase Stratagem Pack. Should be also 1 fate point. We also got tech level up to 5. Okay, paranoia. We'll probably use that. Viewpoint. Nothing beats an inspiring view. The landmarks, the horizon, the colors, it's just overwhelming. Sandline Rangers. Oh, Ancient Archives. We're going to use that right away. That's a technology. We've got another Gladiators. Well, that makes sense. We'll just use the one we have right now. And then we can launch another Rebellion, since we got another Rebellion card. We're at 14 fate points, so... Okay, let's accept this. Yeah, that's a good question. What model do we want next? Well, the as I think I already mentioned this, but the models, the next models won't open up until you have a model of the previous one. So in order to open up mobile shield, assault gun, or heavy tank, we need to actually construct a medium tank. Too bad we haven't discovered APC. I actually think that would be pretty useful right now, since we're mostly encountering infantry. But anyway. Let me think about that decision for a little bit. Let's get to the fun stuff. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. I think we will use all the artillery here. It's going to be a devastating barrage, I predict. We should have good reconnaissance, 200. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, they're dying. They're dying and retreating. Oh, another death.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
In fact, we killed 2 units. I thought, so it looks like we landed 2 hits. We killed 1, but actually another one here reports having killed something. Total kills 1, total kills 1. So, readiness down to 19. I think we're going to go ahead and attack, considering this stack is a little bit undersized as well compared to the previous one, if I'm not mistaken. We have laser guns, we have all kinds of stuff to complement this attack as well. So we'll get in here like this. I might not shift forces. Let's just try to, let's see what happens. If I add everyone here, 11, 27, 38. So one of these things did not need to be added. This one and this one is 19. I want this one, that's 20. I don't know if that guy's gonna help. Okay, adding this guy is not helpful. Getting this guy is. Yeah, well, it's everyone. It's 25 to 1. It's pretty insane. Minus 25% because of its attack saturation. I just want to make sure that they are not. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Okay, well, 25 to 1, it seems pretty significant to me. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I can't see. They surrendered, which means they died. Oh, we didn't lose a single unit. Alright, things are working out way better this time. Way better. Really hard to see it. I think I'm going to have to go for the big battles. I'll have to move to the text view. So, you guys should all be back in supply now. Hooray! And we can start moving our core that way. Unless I just want to go crazy and start attacking these guys. Like, what the hell is going on? How are they doing this? How are they able to invade and then declare peace? That's not the way it works. You can't do that. That's not fair. I think this might be... I know I say this a lot, but this might be a bug. Okay, I need this unit to actually move down. I need somebody to go clear my border here just to shore up our border with the card commune. Okay, otherwise it's marching orders for everyone else. I think our marching orders are going to head northeast first. I'd like to conquer all this before I deal with these. You know what? They're just so pesky. Forget it. Let's go deal with these guys first. Relations are really low. It's not going to impact things a lot right now if we go to war with them. I'd like to try to use some strategies to piss them off more. Let's offer protection again. Reacted furiously and angry, and our offer was seen as a cover aggression. Well, that's exactly what it was. you got it. You got it just right. So they're 16 now, so if we attack now, still gives us 3% fist profile. That's not a huge deal. Do we want to do that? It's almost doesn't make sense not to do it. I don't know. We still got to clear out this one rebellion. God, we have so much work to do. I don't know how to tackle this. I don't know what the best order is because I want to also trigger the other rebellion. We have other stratagems. Anyways, let's go back and do this stratagem for the gladiator. Select our own zone. So this seems like it's a worthwhile one to do. And we also want to do the... what's this? Zone can have maximum... what is this? Places a new hex perk in this zone. Viewpoint. Okay, well, let's execute it. I don't know what it does. I think it maybe does like a... Okay, where did we get a new... Oh, here it is. Viewpoint. God, you put it way over there where I can't defend it. Oh, it's pop loyalty. Okay, that's fantastic. It's only bad if we lose it, but looks like they have a little ways to go, and this appears to be non-aligned, so that's good. It's not actually part of the Whiteland forces. These jerks, though, I tell ya, we're gonna... You know what? I think we gotta declare war. We gotta take back the black market and all this. Oh, man. Which means we're just gonna have a weird time splitting our forces. So what I think we want to do, the rebels, I don't think that they suffer from supply shortages. Whiteland should. So what I want to do is send in my forces all around, just surround them, cut them off from supply and bleed them out until they're dead. We can do that with both of these forces, take back our territory, move in. I mean, we can occupy all of this. It's going to make our territory huge. I kind of want to trigger the other rebellion first. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, let me take a look at construction real fast, see if there's anything we want to do here. In fact, let me just first look at... Is the situation under control? We're missing some workers. Doesn't look like our energy problem is present anymore. So bureaucratic offices, we just missed getting enough. Huh. It's interesting because we have... Why is that? Don't fully understand things sometimes. Is it workers? Doesn't claim to be workers. But if one of them is short on workers, maybe, you know, maybe that's the reason. We still have this model. Tank. Well, let's do the medium tank. This is one I'm going to actually gear for anti-tank purposes. So for the first time, we're going to use the high velocity gun. 200 weight for 500. We get 600 firepower for only 250. Okay, let's look at 250. We actually do want this to be pretty strong. So 250, 350 is going to put us at 600. Yeah, okay. 400 is our limit. The weight is so insignificant, though. 250, it's only 50 more. Whereas this one's just crazy more expensive, 175 more to get 50 millimeters, which I honestly think we're going to need. Now this is not a heavy tank. Okay, 350 plus 250, 600, 400. It's going to move so damn slow. Alright, alright, alright. In order for it to be able to fight other tanks, it does need to be able to move. At least a little bit. So let's drop that. Okay, 150 plus 250 would be 400. Oh, but 150 plus 350 is 500. Damn, I see. 150 plus 175 does enable us to meet the mark, but that's going to be such a weak tank. I think we have to do this one.
Copy that.
All right, it's going to be a slow tank, but it's going to be better than it was with the extremely slow gun. I mean, the extremely big gun. Labor Day, not necessary. Gladiators, we have another one, so we won't need to use that. Actually, we could use it and actually upgrade the arena. So, yeah, it looks like we already had arena. We're building arena level 2 now. Did we? Did not know that. Maybe it's all lumped into the same one. So they also got a scout station? What's that? These produce quality of life point. Oh, security. Okay, good. I mean, the private economy is really doing good work for us. Well, tough call about Whiteland. I'm actually happy that I'm going to put a cut in the video here because I may want to even hear from you. Well, no, I'm going to record the next episode before this video goes live. It does feel like we need to take some aggressive action against Whiteland, but I'd like to use these rebel cards before... I mean, I just chalked this up to a bug, really. That's what I'm pretending, at least. Like, what I can do is declare war, put my militia in a line over here, so that we hold the key points, build the road, and then I can quickly use a stratagem card to force the peace. It's probably what I'm going to need to do. If I can kill these units, all the better, just to make sure that, you know, Whiteland doesn't have as many units to bring against me. But, yeah, just an annoyance. This is an annoyance, and it's most annoying because they've actually they've isolated 2 really good perks for me right now. 3, I guess. I'm not sure if this monastery is providing a bonus right now or not, but okay, well, we will wrap this video up here, though, so I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.